So, welcome back to my channel. I have a little update or whatever about something that happened. Like, the story got publicized over the weekend, and the Wizards had a team meeting, and they said it didn't really go so well. So, apparently, the Wizards had a little team meeting right before no one knows for sure when it was because they didn't say, but it's believed to have been right before the game in Charlotte, which they lost by like 30 points. Not 30, like, excuse me. They lost by like 25 points or so, and it was believed to have been before that games when they had the players only meeting. They said that the meeting didn't really go so well. It wasn't as well received as they would have wanted to be by all teammates. I'm going to read you guys some quotes from the meeting, well, from Bradley Beal's interview. And he says, "It was tough. I tried to keep all our stuff as personal as possible, but I think in a way not everybody got a chance to speak whenever they wanted to." Beal said, "They didn't want to bring up an issue or something they had a problem with on the team. Regardless of what may be going on, as men, we've got to be able to accept what the next man says, be respectful about it, and move on from it. I think it was one of those situations where we didn't necessarily get everything we wanted to get accomplished." So John Wall says, "At our team meeting, I think a couple guys took it in a negative way. It hurt our team. Instead of us using it in a positive way like we did in the past and using it to build our team up, it kind of set us back a bit." So yeah, they had a little team meeting right for the Charlotte game, which they ended up losing anyway. And the Wizards have been disappointing, really, really disappointing this season. A lot of their fans, they're right now fifth in the East with 26 and 21. But they're still really disappointing because after making it one game away from the Eastern Conference Finals and one game away from the goal of 50 wins, which would have been the most they've had since most wins they've had since the 70s, they've been quite disappointing to their fans. And I just feel like there's been like such a huge disconnect. Like, of course, there's been the problem of them not playing defense, but I just feel like there's been like a huge disconnect on the team. Like, we're not clicking, we're not playing the way that we used to. Otto Porter seems to have not fully healed from the hip injury. Keith seems to have not fully healed from um, his injury that he had in the beginning of this, like his ankle that was bothering him, and sports hernia started, and that's fine. And Gortat just hasn't seemed to have healed, from whatever's going on as well. Because it seems like it might be him that felt a kind of way, because he's sensitive and stuff like that. So he probably felt a kind of way after this video, after the players only meeting. Like, I feel like he probably felt the kind of way, and like other guys probably feel like they couldn't say what they wanted to say. Like, look how they are. John Wall is like this alpha male kind of guy, and the type of guy that you doesn't strike me as the type of guy that you can just come up to and talk to about anything. And Bradley Beal, he seems real chill, real neutral, whatever. But what I've noticed is they never really seem to hold themselves accountable for the losses. Like, Bradley Beal will sometimes say like, "This loss is on me" or whatever, but it doesn't really feel like they're committed to being better, especially committed to being better on the defensive end. They play such sloppy defense against sub 500 teams. Like, when they play teams that are not sub 500, their defense is so much better. Like, everything is so uniform and so like everything is executed properly. There's poor execution when they're playing teams that are sub 500. Extremely poor execution. And I'm just trying to figure out like, what's the problem? Like, I think we know what the problem is. Like, we need a better bench. We need a better front court. Like, Keith and Gortat probably need to be traded because they're not really helping us on the path to winning right now. Otto is injured, and it's looking like he's not getting better right now. So we just need help. Like, we need help because he's not going to be able to pick up the slack from that end. So we need more help in the front court. And like, I definitely feel like maybe like Wall and Beal might need to be broken up from each other, because that little clique is just crazy. Like, if you've noticed, if you pay attention to like Wizard social media, there's like a clique within the Wizards. It's like John Wall, Bradley Beal, Keith. They're like besties. And then they have Kelly Oubre in there with them at times too. And then they have Tim Frazier will come in and now he's more like real close with them. Mike Scott's kind of like chill. He's like a loner. And then there's Gortat, Otto, Sato. Mahinmi, Jason Smith. Those five are like always together. And then the other guys, the younger guys, just hang out with like Oubre. They're trying to be, and they try to be up under the older guys too. Like they try to be up under John Wall and Brad and Keith and stuff like that. But it just seems like a weird little clique situation. And somebody mentioned this on Twitter. I didn't think anyone else noticed it, but they've noticed like the clique situation. I kind of feel like maybe Wall and Beal need to be broken up. Like they have this little alpha male attitude about them, and it's like they feel like that everybody should be able to say what they want to say in the team meeting, but maybe guys are afraid or don't feel comfortable stepping up and saying what they want to say to you guys because maybe they don't feel like it's going to be well received or John is the ball handler, you know. And I kind of always felt like there was this disconnect between John Wall and Otto Porter after John Wall came out and publicly was making those comments about he's going to try to recruit Paul George for the team. And I'm like, I wouldn't be able to come back from that. Like, I would have to talk to him like, my nigga, what's up with you? Like, what are you on? Like, what are you doing? Also, this whole um all-star push, they've been pushing for all-stars, and basically John Wall and Bradley Beal have been taking over 20 shots apiece. And I guess because they don't feel like Otto's an all-star, well, Bradley Beal did tweet out an NBA vote for him, but because they want to be all-stars and they want to be there together, they have been taking so many shots apiece, the two of them, and not really giving other people opportunity. That's where the lopsidedness comes from in the offense, where they're scoring most of the points or taking most of the shots. And they're not even making majority of the shots that they're taking. Like, they're making like 8 of the shots that they're taking, or like 8 or 9, 10, 11 at most of the shots they're taking. And they're taking over 20. They're averaging over 20 shots a game. So yeah, I definitely see why there's a problem. I see why this player meeting didn't go right, because they're just it's just a they just need help. Like they just need a trade. They need a better bench. They need better front court. But ultimately they need a better them, because they talk a lot of trash. They say a lot of stuff, and right now they're really disappointing. There's like Wizards boycotts going around right now. So many people are boycotting them, and it's also because of tickets and stuff, ticket sales and everything. But so many people are boycotting them because it's like, you guys need to hold yourself accountable and do better. Like, you guys as the leaders need to hold yourself accountable. And yeah, I'm here for a trade of one of them to break them up and just cause some a rebirth, of a shaking up of the team. Like, trade one of them, because I don't think they have trade clause. I don't think Bradley's a trade clause. Trade one of them for one of those young shooting guards or something that's on fire right now. Anyways, peace, guys. It's your girl Janice. I just had to share these thoughts, and after this, I'm done talking about them because I'm sick of the Wizards right now. Bye, guys.